Wow, this is some calm music. All right. I don't even know what I want to work on today, to be honest. Let's see. I've been working on the stat system. Been trying to clean it up as much as possible because I'm trying to pretty much end the series that I currently have and kind of just put it in a good place to where I don't have to do it anymore. And then I could do like other videos like stamina bar or things like that, handling mana regeneration, and then I could just have this component added. But as far as functionality goes, pretty clean this up. Where's my other one? There we go. Like, let's see. Let's do that. So this is the... Oh, wait, close that. Ah! Oh, it's annoying. I don't like how that works. Sorry for all the page switching. It's fine. We'll do this instead. Okay. So with the new one that I made, I've actually reduced it to, I don't want to count, but it looks about under 20, while the other one has insane amounts of functions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh yeah, right under 20. Oh, well, 20 exactly, because I didn't count the macro. Anyways, let's move that over here. Full screen this. Trying to see what else I could potentially clean this up with. I could mess with UI stuff too if I really wanted to, but I don't know what I want to build, so I'll just work on stuff. If people have questions, feel free to chime in. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. All right. Let's take a look and see if there's anything I can minimize here. So when we are going through subtracting, yep, selecting, clamping, I guess if I had like a max value, but I really don't. So I just put some absurd number. We're adding, that's fine. Equals total, oh, let's rename that actually. Base, bonus, and total. Go through here. I just realized I had two sounds playing at the same time. Crap, I hope the copyright doesn't kick in. Why is that crossed? Okay. Calculate total stats. Okay. And if total stats less than 0, okay. That looks right. Level. I don't really have level cap. Maybe I should think of a way to cap the level. I mean, you could just do something like, hold on, let's do call dead. But you'd have to stop getting XP. Could you do a condition here? Maybe? Do this. Just gonna experiment. Let's do and promote that. Next level. Let's do not. Okay. So if they're not max level, but if they hit max level, you did live streaming as well? I do live streaming about every 2 weeks. Granted, it really depends on... Shoot, I forgot where I was going with that sentence. I do live streaming every 2 weeks, usually about in between an hour to 3 hours. Depends on what I have going on. Depends on what I go over. Or if people are interacting. If people are interacting, I usually fall into like rabbit holes of different type of stuff. Otherwise, I just work on my current stuff. Hey, Alex, what's up? I did a couple UI streams. Granted, most of my stuff these days are UI. I think the last one I went over like my marble game that I worked on, and then I also went over like some asset packs that one of the viewers created, and they were pretty cool. Thanks for the common UI tutorials. Yeah, of course, man. Honestly, there's like not even a lot of videos about the individual widgets too. So I'm working on researching so I can make more of those. Yeah, Mr. Thanks for tutorials. Hey, man. Yeah, thanks. To switch all UI stuff. Dude, it makes such a difference the moment you make a change to common UI. Like, I think this is my common UI project. The keyboard navigation. Oh yeah, it is embarrassing how long it took me only to find out that I found all the answers on the forums from like 2 years ago. I didn't realize how simple it actually was. I went as far as to try to read the actual code. Let's see. Did I do a video on the carousel? I think I did. I don't remember these days. I did. Yeah. I did on the carousel. I think the next thing I'm working on, if this ever opens, maybe I have to close these other 2 projects. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Switched a bunch of stuff from blueprints to C++. Yeah, if you know how to code, that's perfect to do. I am still a very, very beginner on C++, so, but it's actually not too complicated, but that's why I teach most things in blueprints, especially for others that just generally don't know how to code, but they still want to create things. So I try to keep my videos away from coding, but there are certain things like, for example, the common UI back handler button and select button by default have set inputs, and the only way to change that is to go into the source code and change like one bool to true, and then it allows you to change it. Otherwise, it's stuck. It's actually really annoying. Hope your stuff gets more views. Is where the viewership is. Yeah. I mean, Blueprint's just visually appealing, and people can understand it a lot better. Like, if I'm like this, you're like, okay, we have a timer. We set the timer, and then now we're auto-scrolling. So all you have to do from this one thing is just, what does auto-scroll mean? And you understand this blueprint. While coding, you give like 2 lines of code. If somebody doesn't know coding, it's going to take them a second. But yeah, I hope my stuff gets more views too. Also, I don't know why this wasn't opening for so long. Check Discord when you have time. Oh, hold on. You down for a new project, man? I currently am working on a new game with my team with a hack and slash, and that's going to be our next hack and slash. I don't know why I messed up that word, but we'll be doing that in Unreal Engine 2, and that'll be a way more fun project than my marble game. Okay, so originally, let's see. I am working on a video for common lazy image. Where's the other one? I forget what it was called. And list view. List view is not that complicated, but it's like multiple steps that are required. It marble, not Marvel. Nah, I have a team that helped me, and it's pretty hard to get a artist to consistently work. So I like to stick with what I got. One suggestion that comes to mind would be at the start of your tutorial, show the end result. See, I thought about that, and I tried it for I think like 2 of my videos, and I actually saw I was getting less view time in the videos that did it. So one, it would mean my stuff doesn't look as interesting when it's done, which is fair, because if you look at this carousel, I can tell you right now, if somebody saw that, this does not look entertaining. And then 2, people watch the end result and they're like, cool, bye. Yeah, because I do know that a lot of tutorials, I'm forgetting the names, usually show it in the beginning. I'm not sure if it's Gorka or Small Poly. I forget. But they do that where they show like a little clip. And I think if I had like visually appealing stuff, it would work out a lot better. But like, as you can tell, I'm not the most artistic person. I try my best to explain stuff really well, but when it comes to like visual appealing stuff, like, I think even in the tutorial, I didn't even have this background. So it was like this, or like some base color. It wasn't that interesting. Yeah, people want something that looks amazing in AAA quality. Yeah. A lot of my focus is I want you to be able to build, and I want you to understand what you're building. Because a lot of people, they're like, here's how you can build a health bar. And then they're just like, do this, this, and this, done. And then they hop out. But then you're like, okay, well, what did I actually do? Did I actually set it up properly? How do I get the health bar to like smoothly go up and down? Like there's like a couple things that people just don't go into and don't explain it. Between art and functionality. If I got better art, I think my videos would do a lot better. Maybe not like absolutely amazing like some other people, but I do think my art does cause friction because there's a lack of it. Let's see. I'm like, even my marble game has some bland stuff to a certain extent. I tried really hard to make that UI look better. It may look ugly, but it works, and that's what's important. Yeah, I focus a lot on beginners because I know what it's like to start learning and then just have nobody actually explain things in simple terms. And that's the really rough part with tutorials, because they just assume you know basics. And most people that are like starting off, and if they don't know coding, they don't know basics. When it comes to programming, it doesn't need to look amazing. It needs to have the information to build the thing. 100%. Suffer the same problem with my tutorials. Oh, you create tutorials? Don't mind me, I'm currently snooping to take a look. Oh yeah, you got a lot of videos out there too. And you show C++. That's pretty awesome. Oh no, you look a lot of C++. They are all 100%. No, I think that's amazing, actually. Most tutorials I see are like all blueprints. I mean, including my own. And not gonna lie, I'm gonna go watch some of those too, because I've been watching a lot of stuff because I'm trying to get into learning more about C++, so I can actually turn my stat system into a plugin eventually. I don't think I have the brain power for that right now, or the mental capacity. I don't use a lot of blueprints. That's fair. Do you have any reason why you don't like blueprints, or are you just that comfortable with coding so you focus on it? So this is the UI from a marble game. Oh, I didn't realize I have sound. Hold on. Did I break it? I did. That's awkward. Hold on. I didn't realize I broke the sound at some point. No, actually, I don't think I ever fixed it. Let's be honest. C++ is just easier to read and maintain for me. No, that's fair. It's probably a lot less cluttery too. I should just disable the sound right now. There's a lot of things I have to change in this to work with what I'm using. System. What's it? Main menu. Okay. Excuse me, sir. There we go. It can be at times. Well, I feel like anything can get cluttered, but I do feel like when it comes to organization and documentation, it is a bit easier for C++. Even with the little knowledge that I have, it's like, for example, not this one. Where is the other one? I got like 3 projects open. Hope my computer doesn't blow up on me. Everything. Oh wait, this is actually not as bad as it used to be. I have like a long list of other functions, and then they do other things. Don't mind this. This is absolutely incorrect, and that's what I'm changing. But yeah, it gets pretty cluttery. Hey y'all, I was a 100% blueprint guy for 13 years, but digging into C++ opens up a whole new world. It takes a lot of time to master, though, so there's that. Have blueprints been around for 13 plus years? God damn. I didn't start learning until Unreal Engine 5, so C++ does open up a lot. I've been actually modifying some stuff, and it's been making my life a lot easier through C++, but I still have to go through the pains of making sure blueprints are working. But once you actually know what exists for blueprints, it makes life really easy, at least for me. Like, I'll dig around for something and end up finding out, oh yeah, you could do like these 3 things to do this long list of whatever I was working on. And then I do a video on that, and then people are like, oh, that's amazing. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. It took me like 3 weeks to do that. It's so easy to prototype with. UE also has a tool to convert blueprints to C++. Don't know how it works, though. I really don't. I didn't actually know it had that functionality. How accurate is it, though? That would be my concern. Does it actually convert well? I took a really weird direction in my UE learning. I started learning C++ and moved to blueprints. Oh, so you did the reverse of what, like, 99% of the people do. Though, I do know some people that do know C++. They start learning basically, like, both at the same time. Like, I have one friend that when he started learning Unreal Engine, he was basically doing like a bit of both and just learned how to work together with it. Because some things are just really quick to make and then it's a done deal. I totally forgot what I was actually going to do on the screen, and I've just been reading chat. I think I was just going to show the UI for this. One of the biggest pet peeves that I have with the UI is that... Wait, are these colors different? No, they're the same. Is that I cannot find where the background of this drop-down list is. Like, if I was to remove everything, this background stays as a box and it's like black, no matter what. And I think the only way you could do that is go into C++, but I can't locate it because I'm not that fluent to understand the common UI blueprints yet. But like, look, if I go into that component, I can find it. Let me just, it's gonna take me a second to realize where I was. It was under game menu, marble customization, single marble. Then we also go into here. And then we go into here. Okay, so let me locate this. Make a copy here. Blueprints to C++ is not hard as it sounds, to be honest. No, like once you actually, for me, as I'm learning C++, it's actually not that insane. It's just taking me a while to like really learn how to do all the coding because I haven't actually started coding until like 3 months ago, to which I've only been doing Python, which is also relatively easy. So one tip, if you ever want to start using C++ for real, use Writer. It's so much better. I don't even know what that is. Writer for Unreal Engine. Reads the... Oh, it's an IDE. Tuju, I agree. Writer is amazing. I'll have to take a look. I'm just using basic ones. I think it's just Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio 2022. I don't remember. I agree. I haven't actually done a video on dropdowns yet, not fully. The reason why I haven't is because I want to fix and find a solution so that this background is not like a black box. So it's also very horrendous to update because you look at all of these. Writer, oh, Writer's expensive. Writer is made by the same company that makes PyCharm. Is there a free version? What was I gonna do? It was menu brush. So for the menu brush, if you set it to none, technically speaking, there should be nothing in the background. It should be empty, but it doesn't work. So let me change. I need to change the backgrounds. So let's none. Oh wait, I don't think it's these ones. Anyways, let's just do none. Didn't do none. Okay, now let's switch. Marble customization. Custom pop-up. Ah, damn it. Let's just do this instead. Let's go into UI, main menu, common, custom. And let's give it some defaults. Hello. Spice. Okay. I'm doing the wrong one. I love this. Okay, sorry, I missed a lot of comments while I'm spacing out. Let's see, Rider is made by the same company. Yeah, I read that. Rider's expensive, but if you actually work with it, it's... The only thing is, until I get actually any money from using Unreal Engine, I'm not going to put any money into it, other than maybe some random packs. So, if my YouTube paid me $150 a year, then I would go for it. Rider and Copilot. I'll stick to Notepad++. Jesus. I have JetBrains because I work. I use it at work. No, that's fair. If you code and you utilize it to the point where it's worth it, then I 100% agree. Like, I would try it, but pro game developer, writer. That's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll check it out. Also, I just realized I was modifying the wrong one, so now I have to go into this again. Go into here. Oh. I was also messing up the wrong one. Okay, so let's close that out. Let's go over here. Gonna add some basics. And then let's get rid of menu. Border brush, we'll hit none. All of this just to show you how something doesn't work. It's great. It's none. 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 Okay, let's see if that's enough. Okay. Okay. So, look. I set the background to none, and we still see it here. So no matter what, there's always a background. And it's always that box shape, even if you set it to nothing. And there's no field. And even looking online, pretty much everybody complains about it for like the last 3 years. And the only way to change that is to actually go into Common UI and adjust it. Or go into the code and adjust it. But I don't have the brains to do that, so I don't yet. Or more like I don't spend the time to do it. I have all JetBrains IDEs because I use a couple of them at work, so Rider is bundled into the plan. That's awesome. Makes sense. I invest in it since it saves so much money, effort, headaches doing game dev professionally, either as a freelancer or hired, pays for itself. No, definitely. If you're doing it, if you're being paid to develop games, whether it's for freelancing or whatever, use whatever tools that help you. You could just change the color to white and crank the opacity. I'll just show you that. Let's go into brush. Let's do image. We'll go to here. And you still got the box. So basically the brush isn't doing anything. So it's there, but it changes nothing. Like, it's not working. Which makes me feel like there's probably one field that needs to be adjusted. But I have no idea. In the combo box. Ew, I do not use... that. I wonder if it's my project settings. No, it's... Is it project set? No, I think it's under editor preferences. I forget how to search for it though. Is that under source code? Yeah. I have no idea where to find it. Anyways, I'm not about to turn this into what I don't know. Something in there needs to be changed. I still need to learn how to do drop downs in Common UI. It's relatively easy, kind of. So to do drop downs is easy. The really annoying thing is like the backgrounds, the hovered, what all of these 1,000 different fields mean. Watch, give me 1 second. We'll close out of this so I don't mess up my actual game project. Just say I'm a K. What the hell does that mean? All right, let me close that one. I got like 4 projects open. Nope, we're not saving whatever I did there. Let's go into main menu. Let's go grab a drop down, or I don't think it's called drop down. Is it a drop box? No, box, combo box. So you got combo box key. Oh, can you not just drag it off? Oh, it's because, wait, why did that not work? Huh. We'll do this. Wrap with size box. Let's do like a 300. Someone from Reddit, the problem with odd even row brush, its default draw mode is set to none, which is causing this black effect. Change the image or something fixes the problem for me. I think that may be a different issue. So my odd evens are actually set to something. There is a default background for all combo boxes. So hold on, like if I go into main menu, so I set absolutely nothing for this thing. I just dragged it off. Oh, it has absolutely nothing. Hold on. Hello. So no matter what, you have this black box that shows up. It's super tiny, so you can't really see, but there's always that shape that appears no matter what happens. So even if you were to go into the item style and change the even, if you did like image, image, image. So it's part of the combo box key. Which one did I bring out? Oh, yeah. So you got combo box string and you got combo box key. I didn't use key yet. Let me do padding. 500. And let's do wrap with size box. 300, 150. Oh, I did backwards. So we'll do that, and then maybe I should have left my marble game open. That way I can kind of show you an example of what I do. But for strings, the combo box string, you can either set your default options, or if you have a set of options, you can basically just populate it into the combo box string. So if we went into, let's go, not activated. Where is there a construct? We'll do that. And then for my marble game, we'll go into UI widgets. Is it settings drop down? Hold on. Go to here. Okay. So with the combo box string that I have in my marble game, essentially what I do is I populate a list that comes from a data table of different type of strings that would populate into the options. Depending on the options, that will change the color of the marble. And then I don't think I actually set anything within here. I actually bind it into the other widget. So in here, I populate the custom pop. I don't know why it's called pop-up, but yeah. Custom pop-up. And then from here, on event play, I'm constructing the marble settings. From here, I bind event to on text committed. This is player name. We're gonna ignore that. I'm telling you the wrong stuff. What I do is I get a list of row names, and then depending on the row name, I will then find it. In this row itself, I have a list of materials, and then I have the list of strings. Depending on these strings, depends on what material I grab, and by grabbing these strings, you can add an option into that drop down. The main thing to learn though is that after adding any option, you have to refresh the options, otherwise you won't see them pop up. So in simple terms, to add a drop down list, let me grab this. So let's say color list is my drop down list. If you need to add anything onto there, whatever you may be doing, you need to add an option. So whether this is inside of a loop, this is inside of, you're just adding a singular option, you can add the option of pizza. And anytime after you have added any amounts of options, you need to refresh options. If you don't do this, you won't see the updated list and you'll still be using the previous list until you update it. That is probably the very quick rundown of how it works. And the other thing is that when any option is changed, you have the on selection change, and that's what this comes in, and this is where you can pull in that option. This is essentially where I'm grabbing that data table. So if I have data table column as string, and that's where you can like plug that in. Where is the background setting again? Are you referring to the thing that I said doesn't work? I don't know of any field that actually changed the background. The only thing that references the menu border is the menu border brush. That's the only reference for the actual background. But even then, I think it's probably referring to like the border, so like the frame maybe. But there's nothing of like background. So if you go to background, you just have row background. So let's go back into this. So for example, you can change all of these images to, let's go to draw as. I'm going to change everything to, let's just change it to like rounded box. And I think that'll give a better representation of what I'm referring to. It's going to break a lot of it, but I just want to show that if you change every single image to a rounded box, and then what is the next thing called? Corner radii. Corner radii. Let's just do something intense. Okay, so I changed everything to a rounded box. Every single thing should have rounded boxes. But if I go into the main menu, we'll see, okay, this is rounded, but I hit the drop down. Oh, wait, it has no options. God dang it. I gotta stop doing this. Hello. Hello. Okay. They should all be rounded. But you'll notice you still see that black background. There's still that slight box that exists. And that is just like a built-in thing that I can't locate. But there's zero reference for any type of box. Trying to remember, what did I call? So you can change text color, font, but there was also, Yeah, let's just... I want to change content spacing, so let's do 50. Is that the one I'm looking for? No, it's not. Padding. I'm looking for... I think this is the one I was looking for. There we go. Yeah. They're a bit larger now. And let's also change the font. There. That should be a little bit better to read. And the combo box key is a little different because it actually wants you to create like button widgets. So instead of using like strings, you can actually create your own widget to populate as a dropdown. But no matter what you do, you still get that box that's shown there. And that was the main thing. I contemplated on creating basically my own dropdown list from scratch to avoid that, but then I said that's too much work and decided to just keep the box. Hold on, let me take out my cat. Ugh. There's a lot of customizability within the list. It's just that single function that irks me. Let me delete this. I don't like that it keeps all of the 1,000 tabs that I have open whenever I reopen this thing. What's it doing over here? Marble number. Oh yeah, let's just recalculate. Let's go into maps. Did I not? Oh, I didn't save it, that's why. I'm like, why is music playing again? Yeah. So, this is my current UI. Still very simple. The background is actually not perfect. If you actually really look at the background, it's a mess. That's a huge high five to the amazing artist that I can't even get to do a trailer. But it's super simple. We just got some text. You hit play. You can move through these arrows. I should actually get it to where you can use the maybe some keys to change that. I don't know. Ew, it's gray. But yeah, see that box just... It's the only thing in this UI that, like... It's not the most beautiful looking thing, but it's the one thing that just doesn't suit. Is that there's like a black background, so no matter what, like, color that I put in front, you still kind of get that tinted black color. And then you hit start. Oh, it's because I left the name blank. And that's pretty much all of the UI. Bam. I'm just going to clip that like 30 seconds and call that my trailer. Call it a day. Dang, what is this? You know, there's a reason there's music that is not copyrighted, and it's just because I don't enjoy it as much. Because this entire list is hard to listen to. Can I see some... Sorry, I was responding. I don't know if I still need that open, but I'll leave it there. But if you have questions on the list, like, happy to answer it. But I do plan on making a video on it eventually. I just am holding off in the slight chance that I find a solution for that background. Okay, let's see. I was originally working on this. Yeah. Trying to block off the max level, but that would still allow XP. I mean, technically speaking, you could just like set XP to max XP. And you just call it a day. Modify attribute. Call that 150. XP. Ugh, what did it break now? Really? Okay. Anyways. So what was the key that I had to subtract? 3? Okay. Can I go higher than 10? I can. Alright, so that clearly wasn't the move. So you're gaining a level even when... Oh, no, because I just didn't fucking... I never set max level, so set... Okay. What are these songs? Jesus. I can't even skip the song. Excuse me, sir. We're gonna close that game. Don't save. Okay. So I gotta figure out where do I want to put in. Well, I guess I could do like check for max XP. Could just do another condition, I guess? Maybe? Chat disconnected. Excuse me? Do. What do you... Oh, okay. Did my connections just go out? What in the world? What's going on with my internet? Yeah, the thing is, everything is instant or infinitely loading. So, even on my phone. I mean, I'm glad the stream's still up. But my entire internet's just like, we're done. But, I mean, if you can hear me, I guess it's not important. I don't need to be on the internet. Okay. What was I doing? Alright, I was going to test to see if... I mean, I could just have... This is not what I plan on doing, but... Equal. I guess I could do equal greater. We could do level. Branch. Oh, well... What's the point of modifying the level up if it's... Alright, maybe I should change where that's located. Huh. I can do this later. I actually don't like any of that. Which means I probably should just change how this is structured. Because that looks really ugly to me. should also be gaining a level within the level up function and not through the XP function. So you're working on Marble Game and another project? Yeah, so I am working on, well, the Marble Game is going to be released next month. So that's, I mean, it's basically done. There's a few things I have to do, but it's essentially done. So my next thing I'm gonna work on is gonna be a hack and slash. I don't know why I'm struggling with my L's and H's. But yeah, other than that, I also do YouTube. I'm also doing like a 100-day Python course. And then I'm also trying to learn C++. So there's a couple things. Oh no, my Wi-Fi just completely died right now. But just the Wi-Fi. Sorry guys, give me like 1 second. Am I still here? Yeah. Okay, cool. Why is OBS faster? Cool. Will it release on Steam, itch, or where? It's actually it's gonna be on Steam. It's currently on Steam. It's not released, but like there's a store page. Hold on, I'm just booting up Steam. Oh, it's called Roll and Watch. It's just a simulation racing game. The whole purpose of this entire game is to showcase how easy you can make a game and put it on Steam. Granted, it does cost $100 USD to put it on Steam, so depending on the person, that may not be so easy to do. But yeah, super simple game, very basic. It actually, you just watch. But I plan on doing videos on it as well as going over how to do Steam achievements. And hey, I'm just here to say YouTube randomly recommended your stream on my feed. Thank you. Oh, what's up, man? Well, thanks. Thanks for joining in. So you just roll and watch. Literally, yeah. You just watch them roll and you watch. It is a very creative game, or creative game name. Hey, I just got here. Is this going to be free or it costs money? It's going to cost something. I don't know yet. It's not going to be like pricey. I'm trying to keep it low, but it will not be 100% free. That's to also sum up. I don't know what the price is yet. I have to decide, and plus it depends on the currency you're using, because I also want to make sure that it's cheap for anyone in every country. So there's also that. Because I think like Steam, like if you try to do like $3 USD, it ends up being super expensive for like Brazilians and things like that. It's pretty crazy. Because like 3 USD is like, I don't know, 15 real. I don't, something like that. $70. Yeah. No. I'm gonna make it $79.99 because I think this game is gonna top Assassin's Creed. So clearly, it deserves nearly 80 USD. It also doesn't even have a trailer. It bothers me so much. If you guys ever find an artist that is consistent, or you are an artist that's consistent, well, if you're an artist that's consistent, like hit me up, DM me. But you should hold on to them because it's so difficult sometimes. They're brilliant, like when it comes to art. Oh, just so lazy. All right, I only have 5 screenshots. I'm like, why can't I scroll? And I was like, wait, I only put 5. But yeah, that is the amazing something of the hack and slash. Oh man, it's like a week old. I don't even have what he's working on yet. There's like nothing in it other than the fact that I created like a basic ability. Yeah, I'm like I don't think there's anything to show. I just started working on it as I started oh, it looks like I broke something. What was I saying? Right. I just started working on the hack and slash after I added the marble game onto Steam. Also, I don't know why it's trying to build in something else. I don't know. I'm going to close my stat system for now. I'm only going to make like 1 or 2 more videos of the stat system and then I'm stopping the series because I think it has prolonged its life. And I'm tired of math. So. But we'll close that. Again, I don't know why you're building. What are you building? Unreal, please. I have 5.4 downloaded. There's no reason. Are you opening it in 5.3? How does that even work? But essentially, to boil down what I've worked on it, no. Yeah, I'm going to enter at my own risk. I have 5.4 and 5.3. I have just used the game ability system to create 2 abilities. That basically sums it up. All right. And what that also means is I probably broke something because I can't open up the file. So let's try that again. No, I straight up broke something in the file. I can't open it right now. Interested on game dev for a while, but my potato PC can't run UE. Well, it's not ideal, but Godot is an option, which is low performance, low storage. So you could learn using that if you're into like 2D stuff. I don't really recommend non 2D stuff on Godot. I don't know too much about it, but the graphics from what I've seen from everybody is just not it yet. But also the downside for that is I think it like majority requires coding because they like got rid of their visual code. Anyways, right now what I am cooking. That's actually a good question. I have lost my train of thought about 1,000 times. Originally, I was working on my stack component, but I essentially at a place where I'm pretty. I gotta make a video on it and then release that, and then I'm pretty done with that. I went over Common UI, which is why I had the Common UI thing open to show how to do stuff and then what a list was. But not sure what I want to work on at this moment. I was trying to open the hack and slash, but I'm not sure why it's not opening right now. And it's probably because something within the source file I broke. It's because everything's missing. Huh. Well, that's, I would consider not good. Can I open it now? No. Alright, well, the file is just completely broken. Sorry about that. But basically, what I'm planning on learning is the gameplay ability system. Whoop. Pull this up. If my internet ever loads. There we go. And let's switch to 5.3. Gameplay ability system. And basically, it makes it super easy to create abilities as well as attaching stats. It's took me like 10 minutes to make basic standard ability, so like a cast animation and actually deals damage. Now there's a lot of nitty gritty stuff in C++ that you have to learn about it, and that's the thing that's gonna be a pain in the butt for me. But it'll be pretty cool once I actually get to the hack and slash, and then yeah. Which is crazy because my first project that I ever made, I made my own ability system based off of another tutorial. And it took me quite some time to learn how to do that, only for this system to only require me to do it for like 10 minutes to do the exact same thing. So if I go in here, whoop, it doesn't work. Granted, this was like the first ever project that I like started working on it, and I wanted to create in short terms like a Pokemon, but you have monsters that you fight with. I never actually expanded on it though, as you can tell. It's a little janky. But that's also because I want to do like a third person, not top down. What do I want to talk about right now? How long have I been streaming? Hour 20. Dun, dun, dun. Doesn't look bad at all. No, it's... I got things to work, but it is terrible with performance. The code is an absolute mess. That was like my first project from like, over maybe 2 years ago, year and a half. No, I absolutely didn't make those characters. It's I can find the link for them. It's forget the name. Did you make the... I forget the actual name, but there's like an entire bundle that has all of these little tiny creatures. Yeah, look at all of these folders. That's how horrendous this is. It hurts me every time I look at this. But basically there's like, it's a free bundle too. Like I can find it, it'll just take me a bit. But it has literally all of the animations, all of the characters, and super easy to use. Where in the world are these monsters? Sorry, give me like a second. I'm currently checking Ryan Laley's video where he... There we go. Cortonis? I don't... I can't pronounce that. Quatimus? There we go. I found it. So he has a bunch of free packs, and then one of them is this Ultimate Monsters, and you can actually just download it. So it has all of them, and that's all I used. And then in case you ever want to take a look, he has other stuff too that is in fact free. Has little characters as well. Like, yeah, they're all free. He's absolutely amazing. Like, he also has a Patreon. I used to support him too, but yeah, he does like Blender tutorials as well. Super useful if you're into like artistic stuff. I love his assets. Gonna take a nap at 4 a.m. Yeah. You know, most people, they sleep. I don't think it's called a nap at 4 a.m. Thanks for the content. I subbed. For sure, man. No, thanks. I stream pretty much every 2 weeks on Sundays. So feel free to join in or join the Discord, whatever you want. Yeah, he has like little game kits, nature pack, sci-fi guns. Little items. I'm looking through it because I too want to see what else he has. So whether you want to look at it or not, but I'm like, what else does this man have? No, you absolutely could make a game with his assets. He provides a lot, like free animated monster pack. Like he has other monsters too. It's not a lot, but like he has like a little slime ball. Asking again because I asked at a bad time. Could you give me a game idea? Oh. Oh yeah, no, I definitely missed it before. My bad. A game idea. It could be random or inspired. I'm just uncreative. Oh man, that's a hard question. It could be. I don't know. Are you looking for combat? You want to do an RTS? Like, I could throw out like a random fantasy game with a freaking bat right there. Your character's a bat. And I don't know. Your goal is to fly around and be undetected by people so you can suck the blood out of the humans. Bam. Successful bat. But yeah, like I said, depends on what you want. A game that you just roll marbles and watch. You know what, man? I think that would be an amazing game. I think just watching the game as the marbles are rolling, 10 out of 10. I don't know who would have thought about that game, but that is a very creative game. I can use the concept. Yeah, like I said, it just depends on like the type of game. Like, are you looking for combat? Are you about to have a bat that actually fights? Like, are you wanting a sneaky game? Do you want like a puzzle? Like, you don't even have to like be a bat. You could use like bats as part of a puzzle game. I don't know. You could be a dude that just. I mean, I guess it's a vampire at that point if there's a guy that controls bats. Guys, make this the #1 wish listed. Hey man, I'll tell you, there's a total of 11 people wish list. It's popping off. It's okay. It's not really meant to be the most popular thing. It's meant to produce more videos off of it so that I have more content to explain to you guys. As well as how to like set up on Steam, and then as well as how to do achievements on Steam. 12. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. Yo, I had to make a airdrop spawner that can randomly spawn in 10 spots. The system has to check to make sure there wasn't an airdrop there already, then drop a random new one. 13. Thanks, guys. Oh, you're wanting to spawn, but you also need to make sure. Like trying to think. How would. Let me close that video. You need to drop them in the air. Well, I guess dropping in the air is not difficult, but you'd have to, like, track where you've spawned. Well, are you dropping based upon a radius? I ended up using maps for it. A transformative location with a boolean as an empty... Oh. Well, the only thing is, does that actually account for the range of the spot? Well, I guess... I don't know. Because I'm like... Where's my brain going with this? Yo, I started something. What'd you start with, Skill? I don't know. Because I'm like... Let's say you have this entire map. Oh, wait. Why don't I just do this? Top. So this is your whole map. Are you, like, trying to cut it in half? So, like, let's say you have, like, 4 areas. You got one here, one here, one here, one here. And let's say you want to drop in this box. You want to make sure that you don't drop it a second time and go for one of these 3, correct? Am I understanding that correctly? I mean, obviously, it's probably bigger than this. You probably want 10, based upon what you said. Take my word, everyone. When the game drops, I'm leaving a review called First. I will purposely, when it's released, comment on my own game and call it First. I feel like that would be pretty troll. I won't do that, but that would be pretty funny. I want to see a dev comment on their own review and just like 1010 would recommend works. You still there, USP? If not, I guess I'll move on. But I guess you already got it to work, but just trying to think how you can calculate to make sure that you're not dropping in the same area. I guess it really depends on how you sorted your area. Because generally speaking, if you're just dropping on a map, you could just get random location and just drop it. And then just set the z-axis. And you'd be good to go. But if you've isolated them to like separate areas, then you probably would have to have something that is based upon that separate area. So it's basically you're creating your own grid. It's 10 hard-coded locations on rooftops. Oh. Then... Oh, I mean... That's not... That's not that difficult. So we could do... Can I turn this into an actor? Whatever. I didn't want it. Okay. So let's do that. Let's get... I'm going to try to see if I can create something real quick. Let's create... spawner. And then let's also... third person game mode. Let's do begin play. Start timer. Or not start, we'll go with timer. Spawn 10. And then let's also do on begin play delay 3 seconds. Destroy. Okay, so I got a nice little spawn every 10 seconds. We'll spawn actor. We'll do test. Let's get all actors of class. Do a spawn. We could just do shuffle. Get a random order. Yeah, copy. Transform. Okay. So basically, every 10 seconds, we're going to get a list of spawners that we have on the map. Now, there's better ways to get a list. Like if you have your own list or you're doing your other calculations, you go ahead and do that. I'm shuffling it afterwards. So I put it in just complete random order, and then I get the first integer, and then go into there. Now, there's other things you could do. You could also do like random int, and then you could do max as get length or just length, but then you also have to do subtract -1. You plug that in. It's basically the same thing as this, because I'm shuffling it and then I'm getting a random one. So yeah, same thing. Just less blueprints, less effort. And then based on that, I'm going to spawn into here. You could also promote that to a variable as the out actors. Shuffle that, and then you go into there, and then I mean, you could store this again as like another variable as the like last drop. And then what else? So I'm like trying to do math in my head right now. So if this equals last drop, will branch. Now you can make this a whole lot neater, and I'm not trying to make it the most clean-cut thing right now, but we'll do that. So essentially what's happening is I am shuffling the whole thing. If this equals into the last drop, instead of using index 0 for this, we're then going to do Get copy of 1. And then set last drop here. We'll do last drop. Plug that in. Okay. Obviously, tons of different things that you could do. For this, it's just pretty simple. We're going to spawn every 10 seconds. We're going to shuffle this. We're going to make sure that the last drop does not equal to the current one that we're going to drop at. So it'll go to a different location. And then we will then spawn. So let's actually see and take a look to make sure that's working. So we're going to go into level prototyping. We're going to grab a spawner. Let's do that. Actually, let's make this box a little closer. Okay. So we got 4 places. So they should spawn in 4 things, and then they'll go through and continuously spawn. Let's actually decrease this time to 1, and then let's decrease this to 3, just so that we don't have to be waiting endlessly. Let's also make sure my game mode is set correctly. So, okay, and let's take a look. Oh, it's going in order. Oh, no, it's not going in order. Okay. It is random. It's just only 4 people. Hey, I want to say something that could make you rich. Yeah, make me rich. That's ideally what you could say. Just enter the money into my bank account. That was a very sarcastic answer. I'm sorry. Yeah, shoot, man. But if you're about to try to sell me something, you can go ahead and not. Anyways, USP, does that kind of help? So do you have a basement? No, I don't have a basement. That would require owning a home. And if you haven't seen by my videos, I record inside of a bedroom. So, bro's gonna start a tycoon. But yeah, so there's like a random drop system right there. Let's see if I increase this here. Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure that it was actually random, which it is. That's cool. This is when I just need enough viewers to have mods. I think actually USP left, which is unfortunate because I built all of that. What time are we at? Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to get rid of the random spam. Well, that was a nice train of thought for the moment. Thanks, USP. You were able to keep my brain occupied for at least a bit. Okay. Take my word, everyone, when the game drops, I'm leaving a review first. So I'm rereading old comments to see if I actually missed anything, because I feel like I did. What did you end up starting, Scale? The wish list. That's what you were referring to. Okay. You got me 2 extra wish lists. What was I looking at? I think I was just looking at his packs. Well, as you scroll down, you can tell which ones were like the first ones, and then as you keep going up, you can see the quality increase. It's actually pretty wild. Yo, he looks pretty cool. Look at this nature pack, though. Very cool. Yeah, it helped a lot. Sorry, I'm on a delay. No, you're good, man. My dad died of... Yo, you typed it out and I still read it wrong. My cancer died of grandpa. You know what? It sounds like your grandpa's a scary man, and the cancer deserved it. Anyways, yeah, feel free to take a look. Look, he has like all of these characters. Free models. Cool stuff. Sorry, I think this is like a new one I haven't seen yet. So I'm like, ooh, what's this? Oh, no, you have to buy that one. I'm good. Nice. Okay. Yeah, there's probably better ways to optimize this though, but yeah. If you have everything in an array, the shuffle button's like the easiest thing. It's the shortest time frame. But just remember that when you shuffle, like everything gets immediately shuffled, so the next time you call the array. Nice, always need free models for game jams. Oh yeah. Especially for characters. It's really hard. I wish there were more characters available. Because, like, the free... There's, like, a free character available on Unreal provides. And the moment you make it into Unreal Engine 5, it, like, breaks all the animations. It's great. What's the tag I'm looking for? Character. It's this... Where'd it go? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, this is some free stuff. Not a lot, though. Since I was using a map, it was a lot harder. I don't know why with maps. I mean, maps aren't bad. I mean, I use maps for a lot of, like, calculation stuff. But maps are just not the same as arrays. You can't, like, get me a copy and things like that. You have to be like, does it find it? Or can you find it? Does it contain that value? Things like that. It's just different modifying. Alternatively, you could also, like within this actual object of the spawner, you could create like its own variable or function so that like maybe it has like a timer for like how long until you can spawn there again. So like, for example, you could be like can spawn, and then I don't know, we'll do this custom spawn. Instead of doing this, we'll do this. Where am I going? Over here. Transform. Do that. And then you could set it to nothing. And we'll put the default on. And then you could also do like timer. And have like a 10-second timer. And set it true. You can do stuff like that. I was having the airdrop on collision send its transform as the key in the map, and value returned was the bool is empty. It made it so you had to loop the whole thing over and over to find an empty slot. Definitely cleaner with arrays. Yeah. Can even do something like oh, and then just do spawn. You have to do a couple different like condition checks though, because now that we added that function, you'd actually have to check to see if that bool currently exists within the actor, which is kind of what you just said with the map. But instead of doing a map, I just added it underneath. So we could do whatever this is called, loop. And then we'll do this. Hold on. Do what's it called? Can spawn. Branch. Add. I'll also do this so that we clear it every time. And then with that, you could actually get rid of all of this stuff. So we'll do this. And you can do that. Let's see if that works. Yep. So, depends on how to go about. Both worked. Both do their own things. They just calculate differently. But this would make sure that you don't have to do like an extra condition check. Cool Jam with a free $200 course for all submissions. Nice. But yeah, that's different ways you can spawn stuff. It's just all about calculating and navigating between what you want to be using. Okay. Wow, that guy came into the Discord. Sorry, I had to deal with that one guy that joined. Yikes. The airdrops are homing missiles, multi-shot ammo, and health. Was a fun system to make for the first try. Oh yeah, what game are you making again? I'm trying to remember. I've seen too many people's projects lately. No, you're not the vehicle one. That was a different guy. I think that was Fuzzy. Or Funky. Funky. Too many names. Okay. All right. Well, we have hit the 2-hour mark. I think I'm going to call it. But it was great for everybody to chill in here. It's great talking to you, USP and Skill. Thanks for keeping me occupied and giving me content. If you guys, well, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. Appreciate you guys. Feel free to tune in the next one. I'll also have some videos coming out too. But yeah, it's great chatting, guys.